There's a lot people think they know about the end of the world. But what if I told you some of the most popular beliefs might be totally wrong? The Bible's book of Revelation is packed with mysteries and strange, vivid images that have left people wondering for centuries. But beneath the symbols and prophecies, there are hidden details that might completely change the way you think about the end times. Here are 5 surprising facts about the end times that almost nobody knows. Fact 1. The Four Horsemen aren't just warriors. Most people think of the Four Horsemen as terrifying symbols of death and destruction, galloping across the earth to bring chaos. But here's something most people don't realize. Each of the horsemen actually represents a deeper concept that impacts our lives today. The first horseman rides a white horse and holds a bow. He's often called Conquest or Pestilence, but he's not just a bringer of disease. Some believe he represents deception and false peace, a kind of fake victory that tricks people before the chaos starts. Then there's the red horse bringing war. But it's not just any war, it's civil conflict, division among people. This isn't armies clashing on a battlefield. It's brothers fighting against brothers, a world turning on itself. Next comes the black horse representing famine. But get this, it's not just about a lack of food. The rider specifically represents economic imbalance, a time when the rich get richer and the poor can barely survive. Sound familiar? And finally, the pale horse, whose rider is death. This isn't just about individual deaths. It's a symbol of widespread suffering, affecting the earth itself. These horsemen aren't just riders. They're stages of decline that could be happening right now. Fact 2. The Antichrist isn't a single person. A lot of people imagine the Antichrist as a single, powerful figure, maybe a politician or a global leader who deceives the world. But here's something that might surprise you. The Bible actually describes antichrists as a group, not just one individual. In fact, 1 John 2:18 says, "Even now many antichrists have come." So instead of waiting for one villain to appear at the end of days, the Bible warns that there are many people, even ideas, that work against Christ's teachings. They could be anywhere, spreading division, leading people away from truth. Think about that. The Antichrist isn't some distant threat. It could be something we see every day, right under our noses. Fact 3. The mark of the beast may not be what you think. Almost everyone's heard of the mark of the beast, the infamous 666. People worry it's a microchip, a tattoo, some kind of technology. But what if it's not about a physical mark at all? In the Bible, the mark isn't just described as a number. It's something placed on people's right hand or forehead. In Jewish tradition, the forehead represents your mind, your beliefs. The hand, your actions. So what if this mark isn't something you see on the outside, but something you carry within? It might be a mindset, a way of living that's opposed to God's values, choosing greed over compassion, power over kindness. That could be the real mark. The truth is, this mark might be a lot closer to home than we think. Fact 4. The end times will be like the days of Noah. In Matthew 24, Jesus says something interesting. He tells his disciples that the end times will be as it was in the days of Noah. But what does that mean? In Noah's time, people lived life like nothing was wrong. They were focused on their own interests, eating, drinking, celebrating. Meanwhile, Noah was preparing for the flood, warning people, and nobody listened. So, what does this mean for us? It's possible that the end won't come in a world already in chaos, but a world in denial, where people are more distracted than ever, ignoring warning signs and spiritual truths. This isn't just about what will happen. It's about how we choose to live now. Are we ignoring what matters most? Fact 5. Not everyone thinks the end will be a total destruction. When people think about the end times, they imagine everything being destroyed in one big disaster. But here's something surprising. Some scholars think the Bible's vision for the end isn't all about destruction. It's actually about transformation. In Revelation, there's a passage that says, "Behold, I am making all things new." Instead of a total wipeout, the end might mean a new beginning. The earth renewed. Relationships restored. It's like the end of one story and the beginning of another. The world we know may change, but it could be reborn, becoming something beyond what we can even imagine. Think about it. What if the end isn't about losing everything, but gaining something entirely new? If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like so it can reach more viewers, or add a comment with your thoughts. If you would like to see more like this, subscribe to the channel. And remember, the book of Revelation isn't just about predicting the future. It's a guide for how we live right now.